Good morning, Holotable heroes, and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm your boy Scribble, and today it is Monday morning, a glorious start to another week, and that does mean we're about to get our Galactic challenge on with some particularly arachnid-looking individuals. Separatists and Trench face us in today's episode of Galactically Challenged. The global modifier for today's Galactically Challenged is on Geonosis, so we have the Geonosis Arena, which essentially means that whenever a unit uses a special ability, they gain a stack of entertainment. Am I right? We're gaining 10% max health, offense, and potency per stack of entertainment. Our modifier is Humble Strikes. Whenever an enemy buffs. If enemy buffs are dispelled or expire during a Jedi ally's ability or turn, that Jedi ally gains advantage for 2 turns and stacking critical hit damage, which we all like. The enemy has the Malicious Minions special modifier. This means that they've got a bunch of stacking stats right out of the wazoo. It's highly entertaining. Most important to note of this particular Galactic challenge is we are facing off against Trench for, I believe, the first time if you do not count the Lord Vader Galactic Legend event. Here he is leading the Genosians, which is obviously not an ideal team for him, but trust me, they can still be a little bit annoying. So our feats, we need to win with a team full of Jedi, which is a nice easy clap for us. We need to complete the battle without losing a unit, and we need to complete the battle after evading 10 attacks. Now, we can get these feats done with just one team, just it takes a little bit of strategy, a little bit of nuance, and a little bit of RNG and luck. Let's break it down. This is the Jedi team that I have been using to get all of the feats done in one battle. A Jedi Knight Luke lead, Grandmaster Yoda to pass additional foresight, gas for additional damage, controlling the enemy team, increasing cooldowns, all that good business that he does. Hermit Yoda passes healing, passes Master's Training, gives us TM. Jedi Knight Revan gives us a nice juicy bonus turn, which we are probably going to need. So the first bit of RNG that goes along with this, guys, and the only real part we have to worry about, is the opening barrage cannot kill Jedi Knight Revan. If it triggers the Savior on anybody else in this team, then we are good and golden. Do not let them go right after Revan out the gate. Let's see how we get on. Coffee. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Alrighty, so let's see. If they go after Revan like that, it is never a good thing. Just back out and restart. You should find it happens about 20% of the time, or 25% of the time. They can only target 4 out of 5 of our allies, so luck should be with you eventually. That's much better. Go after Grandmaster Yoda. Lovely jubbly. Don't kill him twice, though. I don't like the fact that they landed that ability block. So the second part, guys. At the start, only target Trench. Don't hit anybody else. We only want to be hitting Trench, apart from the fact that we do actually want to swap this turn meter over to Jedi Knight Luke. Now, Trench is going to have a 50% chance to gain 100% turn meter whenever you hit a non-separatist droid. So basically anybody apart from himself. What are we looking to do here? I'm just going to pass Master's Training over to Jedi Knight Luke. There's a 50% chance of taking a turn. That's okay. Next up, we're just going to focus down Trench. That's all we want to do. Literally focus Trench, ignore everybody else. So I'm going to call in Gas with my Jedi's Will ability. I can't remember what it's called. And then I'm just going to spread buffs. We want Grandmaster Yoda there to be passing those buffs. Direct focus on Admiral Trench. Just hone in on him. Again, no AoEs just yet. We want to try and save all of that for as long as possible. After we kill Trench, we can go absolutely ham on AoEs. Just for now, however, we are just going to be stealing. Actually, no, just going to basic here. Basic on an enemy with over 50% health will give Grandmaster Yoda 40% turn meter and foresight. I don't mind doing the AoE here, because I'm getting that armor shred. Oh, Trench is gone. We've had at least one dodge so far. Next up, the Geos are actually quite tanky. We do need to try and survive and get those 10 evades. So it's a bit of a balancing act right now. I'm going to call the Mass Assist on the Brute and kill him. I actually find going after the Brood Alpha next is the most beneficial thing to do. Got that blind on him. If you do want to, at this point, try to farm out those evasions, now is your time to do it. I'm going to pass this over to Hermit Yoda because I want to try and recycle his abilities. We've already got Master's Training on Jedi Knight Luke, so I'm going to pass this one on Grandmaster Yoda. Lovely jubbly. And then we're going to spread that foresight. Next up, I'm just going to hit Sunfac because I want to try and slow down the rate at which we kill these people. Obviously, Jedi Knight Luke's leadership is also slowing them down. Just going to hit Sunfac right now. Just going to do a basic here. There we go. Oh well, that was Spy. Spy can't miss, guys. Spy can't miss, so evasion doesn't really do much against him. Just a basic on Sunfac. There's a dodge. That would really hurt. Poggle. Not quite dead. Okay, cool. They've resummoned the Brute. Perfect. Let's go ahead and just call the Mass Assist. That's going to help us recover just a little bit. I'm not going to try to stun the enemy team right now because, again, we need to try and get those evades if we can at all. In an ideal world, we'd be able to kill Spy because Spy does have the chance of just completely yeetusing us out of existence. There's an extra dodge. I will do an AoE here, and then I will spread to gain more foresight. What are we looking to do here? I'll just call it... Oh, well, he died. There we go. The Brute is back as well. Got a few more dodges in there. That's perfect. Now I'm going to pass this over to Jedi Knight Revan. I know we could pass it to Gas for more damage output, but ultimately I'm looking to try and keep people alive rather than actually kill individuals. Grandmaster Yoda will eventually get to the point that he is doing so much damage thanks to the stacking entertainment. Let's have a look. I'm just going to target Brood Alpha right now. Want to try and get another big turn with Grandmaster Yoda to spread those buffs. Again, we do have to worry about Spy. Spy is a threat because he can just open up a can of whoop-ass. We've got another dodge there. Let's just do an AoE here. And we can basic there. I don't think it's worth risking it. Let's just call in the Mass Assist there. Now, I'm not sure if we got all the dodges that particular time, but getting the dodges is easy enough to do with other teams. That definitely gives us a full team of Jedi, and it also gives us a team that did not lose a single unit. Let's look at some other methods that we can get this done. So we're going in with a Traya lead here. I'm taking in Nihilus, Malak, Grandmaster Yoda, and Barriss Offee. Barriss Offee is there for her Zeta ability to try and keep our team alive when the enemy is critting, and Malak is there to be a good old taunty boy, as you would expect. Barriss does a great job of keeping people alive, as you can see. We can also try as hard as we might to slow down our enemy team and place that isolate out when possible. Let's go ahead and drain the Brute here. Lovely. If we get an opportunity, we want to try to get that isolate on Admiral Trench, if at all possible. Admiral Trench does hit like an absolute truck. It has been confirmed. There we go. We can isolate Trench. Trench now will not be gaining the bonus turn meter, which is lovely. We want to try now to keep people from doing too much damage. Let's go ahead here and do a bit of a spready. What do we got? We've got Trench over there. Let's go ahead and put that shock out on Poggle. That's 2 dodges. Cycle through those abilities right now. Let's heal it up. 3 dodges. Ooh, they nearly went and killed our Xaereth then. Yeah. Killing Xaereth does kind of suck, but she was there to keep us alive for the first part of the match. We should be okay at this point. Get rid of Poggle. Let's get rid of GBA. And then Sunfac as well. So we're just left now with Admiral Trench. Spread the buffs. There's another dodge. I don't want to put the heal immunity on him, so I'm not going to get that last tier of life drain. Let's see if we can just get rid of Spy at the back there. Lovely. Okay, so now all we want to do is try and farm those deflections. There's another dodge there. And let's hop. We're just looking for those dodges. We can kill Trench whenever we want, really. We've got an Annihilate up. Just a basic here. That will still give us foresight. Just tap that for now. And that. Just trying to get around to this turn with Grandmaster Yoda. There we go. Another dodge there. Let's decrease the cooldowns on Grandmaster Yoda so he can hop once again. Let's increase his cooldowns so all he can do is really basic. Let's just keep on going, guys. It's fun being the king, isn't it? It's just like, yep, slowly but surely we will deal with this arachnid. Spread them out. Another dodge. That's what we're looking for. So I haven't counted most of the dodges, but I think we are most of the way there now anyway. Let's increase his cooldowns. I don't know how he feared me. Malik can't lose protection. That's part of his kit. Whenever characters drop below 100% protection, they'll get feared. But Malik doesn't have protection, so who knew? Alright, let's decrease the cooldowns on Grandmaster Yoda again. We want to try and get round to another AoE foresight. Admiral Trench does hit hard here. And there's another dodge. Come on. There's another dodge. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for those dodges. Looking for those dodges. There's another dodge. I think we've definitely hit our dodges by now, so I'm just going to drain. And there we go. That's another team that you can use to get your dodges. Obviously, we didn't get the survival feats there, but we could probably manage that with another team anyway. To win without incurring a loss, we're going in with an Empire team. I'm taking in Papa Palps with Mara Jade, Vader, Thrawn, and Moff Gideon. Now, as they have the extra unit here, it will help Vader loop round turns. It will obviously help Vader with his ability to do lots of damage with Force Crush and the likes of that. You can throw this out here. Lovely jubbly. And then let's just focus on Trench. Now, Trench does have Shock right now, which is obviously very useful to us. So he won't be able to take his bonus turns. He's also dazed. Let's go ahead and just try and get that Shock out there. Let's have a look here. I'm just going to fracture Trench right now. He is a big threat. After this, we can actually focus down on who we want. Poggle is quite a weak character. We don't want to... What we don't want to have happen is to kill too many people too quickly. We want to try and keep lots of units on the field so that we can constantly get that TM rolling. Now, I know we almost lost some units there, so you might need a little bit of positive RNG to get this to stick completely. Let's go ahead and decrease all the enemy turn meter. Yes, I know it happens for us as well. We can drop a fat bomb there. Obviously, we didn't get the bonus turn simply because Vader had Shock, but that's okay. Let's still look to go ahead and spread Shock everywhere. I think everybody has Shock right now. If that's the case, we can just focus down Trench and we can just basic. Oh, I did too many basics. Basic, and basic, and basic, and basic, and basic, and basic, and basic. See, Palps is gaining TM for every enemy that has Shock on the board. The more enemies, obviously, the more TM. I think he gains 15% per enemy. So having even 50% gives us, what, 75% TM? If 5 people will give us 75% TM. If there's 6, we're obviously gaining 90% TM. So he's almost got a perpetual TM train going there, which is nice to see. Just going to go around basic on everybody here. And then he's going to counterattack. I'm going to drop another bomb here. We're not inside Merciless Massacre anymore, so I'm not going to drop the cull just yet. Just going to throw that out. Beautiful. And let's get the mass Shock out there again and just keep focusing on our boy Trench. Back into Merciless. Now I'm just going to yeet him. Lovely. And round we go. I find this to be the easiest way of getting this done. Yes, there's a little bit of RNG at the start, but you should be able to get it done pretty quickly after that. Mara Jade offers just so much control with the tenacity down that it shouldn't be much of an issue for you. Let's go. Back into Merciless again. I love how quickly Vader can come back around to Merciless Massacre in this setup. It's just perfect. And that should about do it, guys. Another team that you can use to win without losing a unit. Okay, I think that's going to do it for us today in today's episode of Galactically Challenged. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed seeing Trench's kit in action, even if it was in a suboptimal team for him. Please do hit a like and consider subscribing to your boy Scribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.